Have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
All right, guys, let's talk about Florida International. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations, and this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here. Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
On the move, it's Dips. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to throw. It's Jenkins. That's caught. It's Perry. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lewis. Gets away from one. He's got space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
So Jacksonville State's offense will take the field for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last.
He tries to take the top off. He's got it down the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's got an open man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll do it himself. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. FIU pushing tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The give on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Payne. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Catch in the middle, it's Perry.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 3rd. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Petway. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Slithers into space. He's loose. He's at the 20. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. North Texas handled its business away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Leaves it with the back. FIU pushing tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Got his man on the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Lewis.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. You've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. A quick pass to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Wimsatt. A strike downfield. At the 35, he's loose. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll try the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Makes the grab. It's Petway. There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk for a second about Jacksonville State. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely.
And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football.
It's a seam wide open, and a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. FIU pushing tempo. They'll run play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Payne. Brought down just outside the red zone, he moves the chains, it's at the 22.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Zings it complete to the right. Plows through the defense. Can't White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Panthers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quarterback on the keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start.
Turning it on. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. And the Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Got a man. It's Petway. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. Moves around to clear up the vision. Intercepted, number 19. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. It just...
Considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Still looking, on the move. Running into the open space. There he goes. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Fires on the move. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision-making.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. On the ground, it's Depps. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Perry. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They've got it First and 10 at the 42. Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. The sweet feet buy a little time. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. The field goal is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. On the move from inside is 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air, it's Wimsatt. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. Fourth and inches, and they'll go for it. They want to run this quarterback. Brings into the open. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Yeah, fourth and inches, midfield. Go ahead. Go for it. I love the play call by the head coach. Trust your offensive line to get some movement up front. Let's keep this drive going.
Back to pass, it's Wimsatt. With the catch, it's Huber. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Safe completion on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw... To get big plays in the passing game, just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got it on the move. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range, 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 21 over Missouri. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Payne. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Panthers want to crank the tempo.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll test the right side. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Crosses the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Second down.
We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover. Pick up the first.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Flips it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Looking for room, it's Paul. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
FIU pushing tempo.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now...
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll work his way down to the 28. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The throw. Grab near the marker. It's Dawson. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. To the air. It's Jenkins. Here's a heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida International. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Makes the quick grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
So now it's 2nd and long. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Touchdown, FIU. What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, man. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. San Diego State is on top right now, but that's not exactly Marshall Faulk out there running circles around the D. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 8 over San Jose State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Looking for a man. It's Wimsatt. Dumps it to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this first down, try and eat clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when, stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Petway. It's loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we've got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard. Turning it on! Touchdown, Gamecocks! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Florida International offense is back on the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Let's take a minute to look at Florida International. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But, Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good, big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to run, it's Williamson. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. The Gamecocks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. A shot toward the end zone. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
They'll run for it. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. It came